Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you? I'm a little late today. I don't feel real good, but that's, what I have to deal with. Start off with how I did yesterday in the picks. I was 8-5. I had my only really big upset that I thought was the Bills beating the Lions the way they did. That just didn't turn out to be the kind of game I thought it was going to be, but it was close. It was interesting. I think what the Lions decided to prove that is that they can score when they want to, really, really, really want to, but then they didn't care because if they face each other, they don't want to give everything away now, and it's too hard to rewrite an offense, for the Super Bowl. So I'm assuming that that's what they did. Hopefully, because I just don't think Buffalo's that good. Buffalo, if Buffalo's all about Josh Allen, Allen's going to get hurt, and that's not good. They have to have more going for him than that. And that was, but other than that, it was a relatively calm weekend, no upsets. Looks like Mahomes might be having some problems, and like I said, I really don't think they're going to make the 3 repeat, But they're out there, 13-1? They're the best team in the business right now, so we'll wait and see what happens. It's going to be strange. All right, my big story for this morning is one that was going on last week too. Is about the drones originally there were like 3 or 4 flying over New Jersey in the Mendham area, and a couple of my friends mentioned it to me and said, "What's going on? What's going on?" They claim now there's fighter jets in the air too, so I don't know what's going on. Fighter jets cannot fire on these drones. They'll kill innocent people. It's just, this is not an unpopular area that they're flying over. I have no theories other than the fact that the ones in New Jersey in the Mendham area are very, very close to Bedminster, which is where Trump's golf course is, and where he hangs out once in a while. I don't know, I mean, they said, well, they seen them over Round Valley Reservoir. Well, they used to see flying saucers over Round Valley Reservoir too. So it's kind of a toss up there as to what's going on. I really don't know, and I'm not going to make any opinions or anything about them because I haven't seen them, and I haven't seen a clear video of them other than lights. And that's like watching the UFO photographs. I have no idea what they're trying to prove. But there seems to be a lot of them, but they're in 5 other states now, which means there's copycats, or there's an organized attempt to disrupt the national security. That's just an opinion. I have absolutely no evidence to that. There's nothing been said that, everything seems to say, oh, they're harmless. I don't see how anything that causes an airport to shut down for an hour is harmless. Okay? I don't see anything that hovers over a place like Picatinny Arsenal, which is a research and development lab for weapons. I just don't think that's a cool idea. That's just harmless. I think there's something going on we're not being told. I think that this is going to really, really affect a lot of things. It could be Elon Musk, setting up a security system or nothing. Who knows what it is, But until this is something that's gone on, as far as I'm concerned, too long without any substantial proof. Not even a really good rumor one way or the other, So, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, let's just call them UFOs and see what happens then, They're really being run by aliens. Probably so, but not the kind of aliens that I'm talking about, though. In the meantime, before I continue, say hello to Lucy. Lucy had a very bad scare this morning. Somebody set off a skyrocket really close to her, and it went up over her head and exploded. And Lucy took off on me and ran all the way home. And I can't deal with that. She doesn't look when she runs, so Now I have to be very, very careful with her. Excuse me, I'm tired. I don't, like I said, I don't feel good. I was up a lot last night and this morning, so that's why I'm late. We won't go into the what's wrong with me because I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, Lucy doesn't like fireworks anymore. I don't know. Last year it didn't bother her. This year she's very skittish this year about a lot of things. I don't know what happened. Something happened to her, and I don't know what it is. But anyhow, getting back to the drones. We had some guys right on the top of the hill where I live flying a drone, and they brought it down a couple of times to... they were flying by apartment windows and looking in the windows and whatnot, and then they noticed that a lot of people knew where they were coming from, and they saw me, and I know who they are, so they took off right after that, and I haven't seen them back since then. They used to fly drones around here a lot, but you don't see it too much anymore. The police force down here uses them to track people at times. But it's a visual thing. This is why, somebody's got to be operating them things. They don't actually usually operate, they're unmanned aircraft is what they're calling them. Could they be small Piper Cubs? Could they be UPS or somebody like that testing a delivery system in the area? Maybe, but I don't think they do it late at night or when it's pitch black outside. Nobody delivers stuff in the nighttime anymore. First of all, nobody wants to answer the door at that time of night, especially if it's a remote doorbell ring or something. And nobody wants to. And there's no guarantee the package will be there in the morning. I don't care what country or state you're in. That's just the way it is. Porch thieves are a very common thing. Down here, you don't get porch thieves because everything goes to, or especially where I live, it goes to a security gate. In the city, they won't leave it if you're not home. They give you plenty of notice it's coming, and you better be there when it gets there. There's no guarantee it'll be there when you get home. And the local deliveries will let you pick it up too sometimes, so someplace local, But it could be drones, delivery drones. That was one of my first thoughts, was delivery drones, but I don't know who other than UPS and DHL. I don't think anybody else has drone capability or to do that in Morris County. Could be a Walmart, could be a Walmart testing drones to keep up with their competitiveness with Amazon. But New Jersey's so densely populated that the drone deliveries I don't think would work. It's like I don't think with the highway system that they have in New Jersey at the moment, they have the capabilities for unmanned driving either. So the fact to see drones, I don't know. I don't even know what type of drones they are. Some say they're as big as cars, a small car. Well, I've seen one or two of them for sale in one of the tech stores down in Medellin. Big with the camera mounted to it. Can they mount weapons to it? I guess so. But what do you do if you have, you're not going to get a 1,000-round magazine on one of those. Well, maybe you could, but that's going to weigh a lot. What do you do when you fire those things that you cannot maintain stability when you fire a weapon that's airborne like that. If that weapon has any actual capabilities of raising havoc, it's very difficult to maintain stability. I think fighter jets have something built into them that counters the recoil of these weapons. I'm not sure. I don't think you could do that on a drone. The size of a car is depending on the car, but even as the size, I've seen them as big as a car. The body of it, that's the wings are out here, you know, and the propellers and everything are way off to the side, and the body is, you know, maybe, I don't know, 6 feet, 5 feet long or something like that, 4 feet long. That can look like a car, can look like a bus almost, you know, because the lights go out to where the propellers are. I'm surprised nobody's tried to shoot one down yet. You got some wackos with guns in the area that they're working in. There's a north of where they are, north and a little bit west of where they're showing up in New Jersey, there's a huge group of skinheads, and you got all these guys in New Jersey that hunt. You know, and it is deer season coming up on deer. No, I think deer season already passed. Deer season is usually the first week in December or something like that. So right now I don't think you can hunt anything, so maybe that's why they're not shooting anything. But I could see somebody getting drunk on New Year's Eve and trying to take these suckers down. So somebody's going to get hurt with these, and then maybe the government will react, you know. At this point in time, nobody's reacting really. They say, well, we could safely say they don't present a threat to national security. How the hell do you know that? They've flown over Picatinny, they've flown over Earl, another military base. They're shut down an airport. I don't remember where the airport was, whether it was in the metropolitan area here or if it was in another state, because they're in like 5 or 6 states now. So, you know, there's some copycat going on. But those represent a huge investment. You know, those aren't, you know, let's go buy a $200 drone and fly it in the backyard, you know. These things represent a serious investment. And I don't know that that's something that, you know, you're going to just throw away like that. You know, I mean, in other words, if they're related, that's a big organization. It's got a lot of money, you know. And I think, you know, the fact that people can say that they believe it's the government, it's got some basis, because other than, you know, somebody like Elon or some other rich dude, and I don't know why Elon would do it in New Jersey, but the government has the funds to build these things as toys, you know, almost, you know, throw them away. The individual doesn't have the ability to spend, I'm going to guess they're in the thousands of dollars a piece, you know, depending on what else they're equipped with, you know. But like they say, they can go up and jam them, force them down. They're not doing that. I don't know what the problem is there, you know, because I think they're afraid that they're going to disrupt other aircraft in the area. Because you end up, any kind of operation that you put up there is going to attract attention from, you know, the idiots in the private plane first. Civil air guys, they're going to come up, you know. Now, one of my neighbors said that there were fighter jets in the area. Not one of my neighbors, one of my friends in New Jersey said that she saw fighter jets, or she thought she saw fighter jets. Now, I haven't seen, even when they launched fighter jets after 9/11, they were pretty much at a much higher altitude than people, you know, the average person wasn't going to see them. You know, you had to have, they don't fly exactly at 400 feet. And they're saying that these guys are around 400 feet. They're staying at the lethal height. They're not getting crazy and going up too high. So I guess that's because they don't want to get involved. They do know that they're shooting down if they damage it, if they come in contact with another aircraft. That's it. Their lifespan just stopped. You know. But anyhow, that's a big thing for Monday morning. I have no idea what's going on. I have nothing to other than the people. I have friends of mine who've taken pictures of them, so I know it's in Mendham. They've been in Mendham, which is a small town sort of southwest of where I lived in Parsippany. And but there's, you know, there's a lot of old military bases in the area, historic, a lot of historic stuff. Bedminster, of course, has got President Trump living there. So I don't know. We'll wait and see. But I doubt, the government's got to do something soon because people are getting really upset. Okay, that takes care of Monday, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.